My name is Harrison McNeil, local surfer, involved in the community a little bit, environmental scientist by trade, beach bum every other second of the day. I've been surfing for about 5 years, been going to the beach long before that. Grew up in Austin originally, and every year my family and I would come down to the beach, whether it's South Padre, Corpus, Galveston. Just, the beach is something that's a part of me. It's always been a place to come and relax, And there's also a spiritual aspect to it. People are drawn to the water for whatever reason. There's just kind of like a calming nature to it. Same for me though. I've always found the water to be kind of like a centering body. It just kind of calms you down, restores you. Really the safety thing is people not knowing their own abilities and then getting caught in a dangerous situation. It was a really calm day. I had snuck out of work early to come out and grab a couple waves, and it was maybe waist high. Like, you wouldn't think anything would go wrong, but all of a sudden I hear a girl screaming in the water, and first I kind of dismissed it because it's like, they're having a good time, or she's joking around trying to get somebody's attention. And then, the guy next to me and I looked at each other and we realized, she was waving her arms, and, she had got caught in a rip that just came out of nowhere. So we paddled over there, got her on the board. She had a younger girl with her, so they're maybe 9 and 11-year-olds. So we got them calmed down, and we were still only in about 4 feet of water, which is what people don't really realize, is you don't have to be out deep for something bad to happen. They were waist deep 1 second, and they kept going out a little further, and all of a sudden they couldn't stand, and the waves were over their heads. So we were able to get them in shore, get them back to their parents, and everything was okay that time. So you'd be surprised how many people come out and get in the water and don't know how to swim. So know yourself, know the conditions is the first thing I would say. There's also biological hazards. So we do occasionally have jellyfish and stingrays, and know what to do in that situation. We do have lifeguards that can give first aid, so it's great to be around there. But a lot of times I'll see parents and kids hanging out right next to the jetties or along the piers, and those are kind of some of the worst spots, because the way the current forms along those is the waves push up, the current sucks back, and it has nowhere to dissipate along that structure, so it kind of jets it and creates a stronger current than you'd see in natural spots of the beach. So that's probably the biggest thing that people don't realize, is you think you're swimming by these rocks or you're swimming by these piers. If something happens, you've got a place to grab onto. But because those structures are there, it really intensifies the natural current. It makes them more dangerous than others. We have flag systems here on the beach, and a lot of days they're red. And if you don't know what you're doing, pay attention to that. There's a sign right under that flag. Nobody stops to read it, unfortunately, but stop and read it. It'll tell you when that flag's red, you shouldn't go out past your waist. Obviously as surfers, we're going out there, but we've got flotation devices. We're aware of the currents. We know what's going on. So, people see surfers go out and they assume it's safe. Well, generally while we're going out there is because it's probably not safe for you to be swimming out there. That's why we have the boards. So just really be cognizant of those flags. Dr. Tissot has been influential in getting those text dot signs you see on the highway. So now we have rip current alerts when you're coming down. If you see that rip current alert on the sign, be aware of that. You're going to see it not just when you're coming over the causeway, but when you're coming into Corpus as a whole. So if you're coming into town and see that, don't be going seeing how far out you can swim, because that's going to put you in trouble. We always respect the ocean, because even on days where it doesn't look crazy or massive, there's power behind these waves, and so you can easily get caught in a situation where you're out of your element really quickly. The beach, I think, is inherently beautiful. Like, people come from all across the country, all across the world just to get to the ocean, But it really has a way to just kind of restore people. Being out in that water, being with nature like that, it just kind of fulfills you in a way that it's hard to describe. And so I think so many people, once they catch that first wave, they get it. It clicks, man. Like, they found the secret to life. So that's it. And for some people, it's not surfing. For some people, that's fishing. But it's all centered around the beach, and you can kind of find that restorative quality about the beach in a way that you're still getting out, being active, having a good time.